States across the Northeast reporting swarms of suspected drones appearing with no explanation.
Because I'm not going to lie to you or to the American people, and I'm not going to say we know something when we don't. And we would never, ever stoop to think that an American citizen was crazy or nuts because of what they're seeing and what they're documenting. We're taking that imagery seriously, and we're doing the best we can to analyze it, and we encourage people to come forward if they have additional sightings and imagery. We want to do the best we can to triangulate it, but I'll be gosh darn if I'm going to stand up here and make up stuff that I don't know to be true.
We don't want you to make up anything. Do you know and you can't say? Can you tell me that?
No, I'm telling you, Martha, I'm telling you we don't.
You don't know.
We can't corroborate every single sighting. Some of them we have, not all of them, and we're working hard to do that. We know people are afraid of it. We know people have concerns. We have those same concerns.
Yeah, because they're flying over your house, and it sounds like there are motorcycles landing on your roof.
So
let me ask you this: one, person who watched this online said they think it's a Pterodynamics Transwing Drone XP4, which is being developed by the U.S. Navy as a recon and logistics drone capable of picking up and dropping off packages between land and moving ships in high seas and winds. They're suggesting it's an American company. We asked the company. They said we can't speculate on the origin of the drones that are flying over New Jersey. So is that an avenue that has been inspected? Is this a private company that is practicing something? And wouldn't they have to clear something with somebody to have this kind of activity?
It could very well be, as I said, these could be commercially developed drones of some kind.
Why not just take one down and figure out what's going on?
Well, the idea of taking something down, again, you want to worry about public safety. First of all, we don't have enough conclusions to take that kind of a policy action. But let's just assume for a minute, Martha, that we did. I mean, you're not going to want to shoot something down where it could hit somebody's house or hurt somebody.
All right, so are we just supposed to accept this? I mean, first, we've got drone arrests. Yeah. Drone arrests, right? Then these mysterious drone sightings buzzing all over our neighborhoods, our military sites, and even Trump's Bedminster golf course. And nobody seems to know who's responsible. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, residents are watching drones crash in their backyards in New Jersey. And instead of answers, we're being told, oh, hey, don't touch it. Call the bomb squad. Firefighters are out there in full hazmat suits to handle these things. And don't even get me started on these so-called expert advice people telling us that shooting down these drones are out of the question. Why? Is it because Donald Trump suggested it? Well, maybe, maybe not. But it might actually be because they're manned aircrafts, or maybe because they might just burst into flames due to their lithium-ion batteries. Great. So I guess we're just supposed to kind of just let these drones hover over our homes and power plants and hope for the best, right? Is that really the game plan? So this isn't just a cause for concern anymore. I mean, it's a full-on mess. New Jersey officials are stumped. Residents are losing their freaking ever-loving minds. And all we get from the feds, the FBI, and the White House is a shrug and some watered-down excuse that just, hey, these might be manned aircraft. I mean, if you're not pissed off yet, if you think that they're telling you everything, then I don't know what rock you're living under. And I don't want to offend anyone, but it's just the truth here, guys. But what do you think's really going on here? By the way, let me comment down below real quick. Let me know where you guys are watching from, what state you guys are watching from, and also let me know if you're seeing any drones in your area. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more news and updates. But yeah, so the news basically has just broken out that they have made recent arrests of 2 individuals for flying drones dangerously close to Logan International Airport in Boston, Massachusetts. And this kind of highlights the bigger issue, about these mysterious drone activities and appearances happening all across the United States. And actually, we have a lot of international viewers that are reporting lots of drone activity in their countries. So if you happen to be outside of the United States, please comment down below where you are if you're seeing drones in your area. I definitely want to keep tabs of this. And everyone, keep an eye in the comments, and there's a lot that we can learn from one another. So if you guys are seeing anything that they're not reporting on the news, or is a discrepancy with what they're reporting on the news, definitely put in the comments down below so that we can triangulate and learn from one another. Robert Duffy, 42 years old, from Charleston, Massachusetts, and Jeremy Falk, a 32-year-old from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. So these arrests have actually followed a hazardous drone operation near Logan International Airport's airspace. This situation began earlier in the evening around 4:30 p.m. when a Boston police officer monitoring real-time surveillance spotted a drone flying dangerously close to Logan Airport. And using advanced drone tracking technology, the officer was able to determine the drone's location and altitude, its flight history, the exact location of the operator on Long Island. So, given the clear, obvious, significant, and serious risk posed by the drone's proximity to Logan Airport, several agencies were called to assist, including Homeland Security, Massachusetts State Police, Joint Terrorism Task Force, Federal Communications Commission, FCC, Logan Airport Air Traffic Control. So yeah, this thing blew up real fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Members of the Boston Police Harbor Patrol Unit, they went to Long Island and they found these 3 individuals inside the decommissioned Long Island Health Campus. When police attempted to confront them, the suspect fled. No surprise there. So they attempted to flee, but police apprehended 2 of the 3 individuals, Robert Duffy and Jeremy Folk. A drone was found inside of Duffy's backpack. The 3rd suspect managed to escape and is believed to have fled the island by boat. This is almost similar to, Luigi Mangione the other day in New York City. But Duffy and Folk were taken to District A1 for booking. They're facing charges of trespassing, and more charges may be added as this investigation continues. But they are also scheduled to arraign in Dorchester District Court. Boston Police Department issued a reminder for drone operators to follow Federal Aviation Administration safety guidelines. No flying drones over people or over vehicles. Be aware of airspace restrictions. Even small drones can pose serious risks, such as causing airplanes or helicopter crashes. If pilots are forced to take sudden evasive actions, this could be literally deadly. And the incident is part of a much larger trend of mysterious drone sightings that have been reported across the country. Authorities in places like New Jersey, New York, Staten Island, California are also dealing with similar cases. And I've actually heard numerous reports from you guys in the comments saying, hey, I live in, Missouri, I'm seeing drones. I live in Florida, I'm seeing drones. So, but many law enforcement agencies are asking the federal government to help in identifying where these drones are coming from and who's operating them. Situation, it is highlighting the increased need for what they're saying, vigilance and stronger regulations around the drone use to prevent potential threats to public safety. Now, guys, you definitely need to check out my previous video where we covered we actually spoke to a CEO of a drone manufacturing company who shared some rather interesting intel from basically they produce drones, and he has inside intel from contacts that he works with as they produce and manufacture drones for government agencies. He shared some information about these drones and why they're flying at night rather than, mainly during the day. And what he shares in this video is really shocking. So I highly encourage you guys to check out that video. I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this video down below so you can check it out. Very, very eye-opening to say the least. And it's not at all what you would expect. Very scary, in fact. And it's no surprise that mainstream media is not sharing this information. They don't want the public to be aware of what's really going on. So anyway, keep yourselves informed. Be sure to share this video. I'm going to leave a link for you guys in the description down below of this video so you can check out that previous video where you can learn straight from the CEO himself who's sharing insider intel about what he believes is really going on here.
One of the things that even the president-elect has said, look, if we don't know what they are, let's take them down and figure out what they are. But taking them down is tricky, right? You can't just do that in the neighborhood, right? So if you're going to do something like that, how do you do it?
You don't. Let's just dispel that myth right now. Actually, really incredibly disappointed in our president-elect for stating that.
And I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for always hitting the like button for the video. You guys are absolutely amazing. And of course, if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel. Totally appreciate you guys. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers, and every one of you guys helps. So join our family, join our community, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's go.
Somebody can be flying drones over northern New Jersey, and we have no clue who it is, where they're coming from, or where they're landing. That's unacceptable.
A New Jersey legislator also in that meeting posting on X that the drones appear much larger than typical hobby drones, in some cases up to 6 feet. They often fly with their lights off, making them harder to detect. Between 4 to 180 sightings per day, most often between 5 and 11 p.m. The White House, FBI, and Homeland Security downplaying any potential threat.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus.
The Biden administration saying many of the so-called drones appear to be manned aircraft operating lawfully. Many videos since debunked, a response that lawmakers say is not enough.
How do you have hundreds of drones near nuclear plants and dense neighborhoods, and you got no answers for us? I mean, the drone mystery is more tangled in a rat's nest, and people are getting fed up about it, and for good reason. So I got to ask, like, what do you think is really going on here, guys? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. So there's this mysterious suspected drone sightings over the Northeast, raising a lot of concerns. Several states across the Northeast, particularly New Jersey, reported swarms of mysterious drones flying over various locations. So these drones, described as being like as large as small cars, they're spotted hovering and moving slowly over densely populated areas, residential areas, sensitive military installations, and even President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster Golf Club where he resides. Now, one Jersey resident remarked that this was the 12th drone sighting from the exact same spot, highlighting the repeated and puzzling nature of these incidents. And these sightings have spooked many residents who are alarmed by the drone's size and the fact that they often fly without lights, making them hard to detect and even see. So, and some witnesses have noted that these drones appear to be up to 6 feet in size, way larger than like a typical hobby drone you can get from the toy store or whatever, right? So the mystery has drawn sharp reactions from officials in New Jersey. State legislators are demanding the federal authorities take the matter seriously. And one legislator expressed frustration during a recent meeting with Homeland Security, saying, hey, in this day and age, 2024, how can someone be flying drones over northern New Jersey without us knowing who is responsible or where they're landing? That's unacceptable. Senators from New York and New Jersey also sent a very strong worded letter to the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, expressing their urgent concern over the lack of information. And of course, federal authorities downplay the threat. Despite the outcry, despite the White House, the FBI, and the Homeland Security, they're downplaying any potential threat. They claim that this is currently, there's no evidence that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat or any foreign connection. The Biden administration suggested that many of these so-called drones may actually be manned aircrafts operating lawfully, and some of the viral videos have been debunked. However, this explanation is not satisfying lawmakers, not satisfying people like me and you. So one New Jersey legislator challenged John Kirby, the White House spokesperson, to join him for a late night observation, saying, hey, come on out, Mr. Kirby, around 9:30 or 10 p.m. Let's count them together behind the town hall. How about that? How about that? Right? So the people deserve answers, right? So this incident it's left a lot of people wondering, like, what's really going on in the skies over the Northeast, with between 40 and 180 sightings per day, most frequently between 5 and 11 p.m. So the lack of clear answers from federal authorities is adding to the mystery and frustration. Not to mention, some of the drones have reportedly been spraying the skies with something. We're not really sure what they're spraying the skies with yet. So one of these, there's a drone expert that explained why shooting down unknown drones is completely out of the question. In recent weeks, multiple reports have emerged that drones have been flying over critical infrastructure in New Jersey, including Salem County nuclear power plant. And this has sparked serious concerns among residents and officials. Now, in a news segment with Dagan McDowell, a FAA consultant and drone service provider, he was invited to give his professional opinion. He explained that based on the videos that he reviewed, many of the objects seen in the sky are likely manned aircrafts, not drones. So despite his expertise, the issue remains unsolved because no one has officially identified these flying objects. So I guess these would be unidentified flying objects like UFOs. Anyway, leaving a lot of these officials, leaving residents to speculate. I mean, anyway, so amid this confusion, President-elect Donald Trump simply suggested shooting down the drones to identify who's responsible. He elaborated on the dangers that if a legitimate drone powered by a lithium polymer battery is punctured, it could cause a fire or property damage. Additionally, if the flying object turns out to be a manned aircraft, shooting it down could have far more serious consequences. Therefore, he went and said, hey, shooting them down is out of the question 100%. Dagan McDowell pointed out that the public's frustration is justified because of the lack of information from federal authorities. So what do we do, right? So in those cases, even the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, struggled to find some solutions. There were some discussions about using the Coast Guard to shoot nets into the air to capture the drones, but no effective measures were actually taken. The drone expert clarified that while the United States does, in fact, have counter-drone technology, it is currently limited in scope. Using the technology requires significant approvals and is restricted for good reasons. So what do we do, right? Don't approach the down drones. Call the bomb squad. This is what New Jersey is saying. So New Jersey authorities warned firefighters don't approach the down drones, call the bomb squad. But at the same time, they're telling us don't worry about this. Something ain't adding up, right? So New Jersey state authorities have issued new instructions for firefighters on what to do if they come across a downed or a landed drone. So this comes amid a wave of unexpected drone activity reported across the state, including near critical infrastructure and residential areas. Thousands of tips have flooded the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, which is leading the investigation right now. Can we trust the FBI? Are they going to tell us what's really going on? Do they know what's really going on? So new guidelines for fire crews have come out, and according to a bulletin from the New Jersey Division of Fire Safety, if firefighters encounter a drone that has landed or crashed, they must not approach it. Instead, they're supposed to basically notify local law enforcement and the FBI, request hazmat teams, hazardous materials teams, contact the nearest bomb squad for safety measures. And the bulletin emphasizes that this situation could be treated as a law enforcement incident. Firefighters should extinguish any fires and then secure the perimeter to keep the area safe. So it also warns that electronic devices and radio systems may malfunction near these downed drones, possibly due to interference. And on top of that, firefighters are instructed to wear their full personal protective equipment to ensure their own personal safety. So, yeah. Now, obviously, there's a lot of collaboration with federal and state agencies, but these safety guidelines, they were developed with input from the New Jersey State Police and the FBI's Newark office, showing the serious nature of the issue. The New Jersey Firemen's Benevolent Association president, Eddie Donnelly, he acknowledged these concerns, basically saying, quote, "While our members share the same concerns many New Jersey residents have, we remain committed to being the first line of defense for our state." Okay. Yeah. So firefighters are being told to wear hazmat suits for these down drones. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We don't see any concerns. But firefighters are being told to wear hazmat suits. Don't approach the drones. Don't approach the crashed or down drones, right? And they're the size of like cars or SUVs. Crazy. Mysterious drones have been appearing in towns across New Jersey, including Belleville, causing growing concern among residents and officials. These nightly sightings have prompted local authorities, including Belleville Mayor Michael Melham, to take action and look for answers. So Mayor Michael Melham's concerns and briefing earlier this week, Mayor Michael Melham attended a special briefing for mayors at New Jersey State Police headquarters in order to address the ongoing drone mystery. During the meeting, officials shared serious guidance on how to handle these unexplained drones. The concern is so high that if a drone is found on the ground, firefighters have been told to immediately call a bomb squad to wear hazmat suits for protection. Now, this advice comes from a state-level intelligence bulletin reflecting worries that these downed drones might expose some unknown dangers. Nobody's even talking about radiation, possibly. Again, there are videos circulating right now and going viral showing drones spraying some unknown substance into the air. Who knows what that is? The New Jersey Division of Fire Safety and Office of Emergency Management, OEM, have instructed local fire departments to take no chances with grounded drones. Instead of investigating them personally, firefighters should immediately notify local law enforcement and the FBI, secure the area, and extinguish any fires. Be cautious, as electronic devices and radios might not work properly near the drones. And so these precautions are being shared by the New Jersey Firemen's Benevolent Association. So federal agencies like the FBI, New Jersey State Police, and the New Jersey Office of Homeland Security and Preparedness, they're actively investigating this thing, and they're urging the public to report any drone sightings by calling the FBI. And they left a phone number, 1-800-CALL-FBI, or submitting tips online at tips.fbi.gov. Now, despite these widespread sightings, federal investigators, including the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, have yet to determine where the freak these drones are even coming from. Interestingly enough, the White House has downplayed the situation, stating that many sightings are not drones, but actually manned aircraft operating lawfully. So due to the uncertainty and lack of answers, Mayor Michael Melham and several other New Jersey mayors are now calling for a temporary ban on all personal and commercial drones until the situation is resolved. The mayor has left local officials frustrated, especially as sightings continue to occur from dawn till dusk without any clear explanation. Firefighters are almost left sitting on their thumbs. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you worried? Are you concerned? Do you live in or around the New Jersey area? Please let me know what you guys' situation is. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my previous videos. We'll catch you guys on the next one.